I'm very clear. Israel does have that right to defend herself.
Cutting off power, cutting off water, Sakir?
Well, I think that Israel does have that right.
The number one reason why they've lost their base of voters, mostly to the Greens, it looks like, right, is because of the failures on Gaza, this insistence on propping up the genocidal actions of the Israeli state has been morally egregious, disgusting. For me, I think for a lot of people, pardon me, it was the tipping point. I left before, actually, in the Labour Party before it got to that point, but I know a lot of people personally where that was just the red line that was crossed was that. And it's kind of been omitted from the media record, the way they're discussing it today. And a part of me finds that quite scary and quite eerie, actually, that's just not even talked about as part of this man's legacy. He's very much allowed to get away with talking about supporting, being an emblem of the rule of law and a sort of general beacon of goodness on the international stage, when, of course, he hasn't been. He's aided and abetted a genocide, as have some of his cabinet members as well. The media, ultimately, really, I just think their natural inclination is to believe that a sensible seeming, centrist looking guy with a nice haircut and a suit is the rightful man to lead the Labour Party. And it is to them, Keir Starmer taking over the Labour Party was like a return to business as usual. It's a return to what's right, how things should be. And so implicitly, subconsciously, or maybe very consciously, I don't know, I think they just looked at him and just thought, yeah, that's
going to work.
That's fine. That is what it is. This is back to, that Corbyn thing. That was a bit of an aberration. That was wacky. But now here's back to business as usual. And so they felt no need to really question the methods that were being enacted on the left, which we would then see enacted on other groups of people as well. They felt no need to question and query of any of that, because his rise to power just confirmed how they think the world should be and how it should look like. And that is to the detriment of this country, because if they'd actually done their job properly, Keir Starmer may have never become Prime Minister because of all the stuff we would have known about him and the judgments the public would have been able to make about him much, much earlier.